Tonight's NHL slate is set to deliver some high-stakes, high-intensity matchups that could define momentum for several teams early in the season. We start with a Metropolitan Division clash that carries real weight, as the New York Islanders face off against the New Jersey Devils at the Credential Center. On one side, the Devils enter the matchup with a commanding 1-1-4-0 record, sitting atop the division, unbeaten on their home ice with a perfect 7-0-0 mark. They exude confidence, and their cohesion shows in their sharp offensive execution, mobile defense, and steady goaltending. On the other side, the Islanders arrive at 7-6-2, searching for rhythm and identity after an uneven start. They've shown flashes of brilliance, like their dominant 5-0 win over the Rangers, but inconsistent play and late-game lapses have left questions about their ability to sustain that level. This matchup sets up a clear contrast: New Jersey's control versus New York's inconsistency. Statistically, these teams are remarkably close, but the details reveal a notable edge for the Devils. New Jersey averages 3.40 goals per game compared to the Islanders' 3.33, but the real differentiator is special teams. The Devils boast a 25.6% power play efficiency and an 87.5% penalty kill, whereas the Islanders trail at 16% and 78.7% respectively. Against New Jersey's sharp puck movement and precision shooting, that gap looms large and could be decisive in a matchup likely dictated by momentum swings. When looking at the stars, the Islanders lean heavily on Bo Horvat, who leads the team with 18 points in 15 games, driving offense with poise and finishing ability. Matthew Barzal follows with 12 points, providing the speed and creativity needed to spark transitions. Depth scoring, however, remains a concern, with contributions from players like PJO and Lee, but Horvat's finishing remains crucial in keeping New York competitive. The Devils, meanwhile, thrive on balance. Jack Hughes matches Horvat's 18 points, Jesper Bratt leads with 9 assists, and Dawson Mercer adds two-way reliability, giving New Jersey scoring depth across all three lines. Their speed through the neutral zone and precise puck movement make them particularly dangerous on the rush. Defensively, experience meets youth. The Islanders rely on veterans Adam Pelech and Scott Mayfield to anchor a structured, physical blue line, protecting the slot and supporting goalie Ilya Sorokin, who carries a 4-4-2 record, a 3.00 goals against average, and an .893 save percentage. When Sorokin is sharp, the Islanders can compete with anyone. When exposed, their system begins to falter. New Jersey counters with a young, aggressive defensive unit led by Luke Hughes, whose heavy minutes fuel both offense and transition play. Despite the absence of Dougie Hamilton, Simon Nemec and Brendan Dillon have kept the Devils' transition game dangerous and effective. In net, Jake Allen anchors a 6-2-0 record with a 2.29 GAA and 8.914 save percentage, giving New Jersey a reliability edge, particularly at home. Momentum further tilts in favor of the Devils. New Jersey has won 4 of its last 5 games, including overtime victories against Pittsburgh and Montreal, while the Islanders have been more inconsistent, alternating between dominant wins and tough losses. This game is likely to hinge on tempo and control. The Islanders must slow the Devils, win battles along the boards, and turn defensive stops into quick transitions through Barzal's speed. New Jersey, meanwhile, will rely on precision, crisp puck movement, and special teams execution to exploit any lapses in the Islanders' penalty kill. Ultimately, New Jersey's depth, discipline, and special teams should prevail, keeping their perfect home record intact. Barzal remains the Islanders' X factor, capable of sparking chaos against an aggressive defense, while Dawson Mercer stands out for New Jersey as a silent weapon whose two-way efficiency could make the difference in tight moments. The prediction here is a Devils victory, with a total pick of over 5.5 goals. Shifting east, the Nashville Predators face the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden, a matchup between two middle-of-the-pack teams looking to shift momentum. Nashville, 5-8-4, is desperate to halt a four-game skid, while the Rangers, 7-7-2, hunt for their first regulation win at home this season. Both teams are teetering between frustration and renewal, trying to define who they are early in the season. Nashville has been competitive but undone by inconsistency. They average 2.53 goals per game but allow 3.47, showing defensive lapses that have cost them in close contests. Their offense flows through Philip Forsberg, who leads the team with 13 points, while O'Reilly and Hound support him. Depth scoring remains limited, and their 15.1% power play has wasted several opportunities. The Rangers aren't much steadier. Adam Fox stabilizes the blue line with 11 points, logging heavy minutes, while Taylor Hall leads with 5 goals and Artemi Panarin drives offense alongside Zibanejad. However, New York's 2.19 goals per game and underperforming power play at 12.2% highlight a team struggling to convert chances. The Rangers' strength lies in defense and goaltending, with Igor Shesterkin posting a 2.42 GAA and 8.909 save percentage, providing consistency amid the team's uneven performance. Nashville's Juuse Saros mirrors that stability with a 2.88 GAA and .902 save percentage, but his stats are hampered by defensive lapses in front of him. This contest is expected to be tight, hinging on goalies and discipline. Nashville's game plan revolves around board battles and possession-driven offense led by Forsberg and O'Reilly, while New York will aim to control pace and rely on Shesterkin's steadiness to tilt the scales. Special teams could decide the outcome, given Nashville's struggling power play and New York's strong penalty kill. Ultimately, the prediction favors the Rangers, leveraging home ice edge, defensive structure, and Shesterkin's poise, with the total over set at 4.5 goals. Next, the Columbus Blue Jackets travel to Edmonton to face the Oilers in a matchup of two teams searching for traction. Columbus, 7-7-0, has shown flashes of promise, led by Kirill Marchenko with 16 points, supported by Varanov and Winsky. Their 3.07 goals per game are competitive, but a weak penalty kill at 70.7% and excessive penalty minutes remain a concern, particularly against Edmonton's elite power play. The Oilers, 6-6-4, rely on McDavid and Dryden, with McDavid amassing 22 points and Dryden 18, but their depth scoring and defensive consistency have been uneven. Edmonton's power play at 33.3% presents a merit against Columbus's weak penalty kill. Goaltending could swing this game. Columbus combines Jet Greaves and Mertzens for a 3.4 GAA and .908 save percentage, offering steadiness despite defensive lapses. Edmonton's tandem, Skinner and Picard, has been inconsistent, giving Columbus a potential edge in a high-tempo, close-quarters game. Both teams have struggled for traction recently, but Columbus enters fully healthy, while Edmonton deals with absences that disrupt their top lines. Structure, disciplined defense, and smart goaltending could allow the Blue Jackets to withstand Edmonton's offensive firepower, leading to a predicted 4-3 win for Columbus and a total over of 5.5 goals. Finally, we head to T-Mobile Arena where the Vegas Golden Knights host the Florida Panthers in a non-conference matchup with stakes that extend beyond the standings. Florida, 7-7-1, seeks consistency after flashes of brilliance from Brad Marchand and Anton Lundell. They average only 2.60 goals per game, often get outshot, and struggle to maintain offensive pressure. Vegas, 7-3-4, sits comfortably at home and is eager to avenge a previous 3-0 loss to Florida. Their offense is firing on all cylinders, with Jack Eichel leading with 22 points, Mitch Marner adding 18, and Pavel Dorofeyev contributing 10 goals. Mark Stone's leadership and intensity round out a top 6 group capable of controlling pace and creating high-quality chances. Goaltending is another key factor. Florida relies on Sergei Bobrovsky, 7-4-0 with a 2.74 GAA and .887 save percentage, while Vegas' Akira Schmid posts a 6-1-1 record with a 2.51 GAA and .900 save percentage. The Golden Knights' balance, offensive depth, and special teams execution give them an edge. Florida's best path to victory lies in crashing the net and converting rebounds, but Vegas' speed, puck movement, and power play precision likely tip the balance. Anton Lundell remains a potential X factor for Florida with his two-way awareness, while Dorofeyev's scoring ability could break the game open for Vegas. The prediction favors the Golden Knights with a total over of 5 goals, leveraging home ice advantage and elite execution in the third period. In summary, tonight's NHL slate is packed with storylines and critical matchups. The Devils maintain their dominance at home against the Islanders, the Rangers aim to break through against Nashville, Columbus looks to steal a gritty road win from Edmonton, and the Golden Knights continue to flex their offensive firepower against the Panthers. Each game has the potential to shape momentum and standings, but careful analysis of goaltending, special teams, and structural execution points to likely winners and totals in each contest. These matchups remind us why early season hockey is thrilling. Talent, strategy, and momentum collide in games where every possession counts. Which teams will rise, and which will stumble under the spotlight? Drop your predictions in the comments, hit like if you're ready for some elite hockey action, and subscribe for more in-depth breakdowns and game night insights, because the NHL season is just heating up.